Hey guys, it's Ross Scott on Space Coach. So I saw Rogue One earlier and it was fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Top-notch acting from all of the cast. They're all brilliant. Like with The Force Awakens, there isn't a bad performance in there. They've really done a great job in finding these people to be these fantastic new stars of the Star Wars universe. The music, which some people have complained about, I thought tonally it did feel like Star Wars when I noticed it, because you know the first time you watch one of those films you don't really notice the music so much. But certain themes, like obviously the Empire theme is in there a few times. I'm pretty sure the Force theme, Binary Sunset, whatever, is in there a couple of times as well. At least it certainly sounded like it. I didn't think there was any music was particularly jarring or anything like that, which some people have said. Like I said, though, I didn't really notice most of it, and that's probably a good thing, because you shouldn't really be noticing the music the first time. You should be noticing the action, and there is a lot of action. I'm not gonna. There's no spoilers in this, by the way. This is my spoiler-free thoughts on it. Like with The Force Awakens, as I suspected, what you see in the trailers is not half of it. It really isn't. There's so much more that is not touched on in the trailers. Unlike with The Force Awakens, a lot of that footage and dialogue isn't in the movie, or at least not in that form. There are versions of it. I did mention the briefing room scene as an example in a previous video. That's an example of that. But yes, indeed, different versions of that dialogue, different versions of certain scenes. And some things are just not in there at all, including some really, you would have thought iconic moments from the trailers are just not in there. But anyway, trust me, what you do see more than makes up for it. Darth Vader's great. It's fantastic to see him again. He's very judiciously used. You will not be disappointed. The bad guys are great as well. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Seeing some familiar faces in there was very nice. A lot of people were also wondering how is it going to plug in to episode 4. You know, so the ending must set it up for episode 4. It's much smarter than that. It kind of intertwines all the way through, leading up to that. So it's very organic and very natural that it flows from one film into the other. And I will have to watch A New Hope very soon as well, I think. But yes, some footage, unused footage from A New Hope, and some bits of dialogue is intertwined in there. References, of course, to that. Easter eggs, of course. But yes, it works very well. One thing I did notice about the music is there are some parts that very much feel like prequel style music. I'm thinking particularly, say, Coruscant type scenes that were in the prequels. The sort of music played for that was echoed in Rogue One. Ties in very nicely, I thought, from the prequels to the originals. Seamless, I don't know, but like I say, very good job at linking them, you know, and that was the job it really had to do. It's like, how do you link the prequels and the originals? Rogue One manages to do it, trust me. Like I said, thoroughly enjoyed this movie. Can't wait to see it again. Don't know where I would rank it. Obviously, when I saw The Force Awakens, it jumped straight to the top of the list because of how it reawakened the franchise and my love for it and for its merchandise. But yes, a very solid entry. It is Wars in the Stars, definitely. For a Star Wars movie, it is darker. I mean, it's not like it is terribly dark or anything, you know, because it is Star Wars after all. But yes, it does have a much darker tone. There is humour in there, not so much of it. As for the characters, well, like I said, they're all great. Felicity Jones, she's great as Jyn Erso. Diego Luna, he's great as Cassian Andor. The droid is just great, you know. He gets the best lines, I think. He is really funny. And all the others are really good. Donnie Yen is a complete badass, by the way. The bits you see in the trailers of him taking down the stormtroopers in Jeddah, when you see the rest of that sequence, it's something else, let me tell you. He's great, they're all great, like I said. And great to see all the new ships and all those Easter eggs from other things that we've discussed in previous videos. So anyway, guys, I'm going to draw a halt there because I don't want to start talking spoilers, because there'll be plenty of time to talk Rogue One in depth in upcoming videos. We can now have a first look at the art of Rogue One. Anyway, guys, like I said, great movie. I hope you guys enjoyed it too. Do go and see it. so you can watch my upcoming videos without getting anything spoiled. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this content. Leave me a comment suggestion for upcoming topic you'd like to see discussed. And by the way, the threat of the Sarlacc, the airlock and the lightsaber is now over because I have seen the film now. I like the video.